How's it going, guys? This is Cool Spot, this is the DayZ Mod, and this is the Overwatch mod for DayZ. As you can see, I've already attracted a fair bit of attention already. And when I finished the last episode, I actually went and picked up the SKS and the ammo that I had dropped here, because I couldn't bring myself to leave it. All that ammo, it just didn't seem like a good idea. So, we still have it. This is turning out to be a bad idea. And, oh, there's a nice truck here. Only missing a wheel. Maybe we can figure something out with that. And some gear sitting here. Really? That just seems a little silly. We'll take that. We may end up having to use this SKS. I'm kind of glad I went and picked it up again. So, when I finished the last video, I actually, I kind of thought to myself, I realized that even as I was talking about being distracted and not finishing my thoughts sometimes, I realized I never did finish the bicycle accident story that I started telling you guys. And, oh my god, they're everywhere. Man almighty. We might have to make a stand here in a moment. Not sure what happened to the guy that left the truck there. But yeah, I haven't seen anybody around here. I mean, the place is looted, so he's probably been through. But I haven't seen him. So I don't know if he just broke his truck and left, or what happened there. But man at all the zombies! Holy cow! All right, well we'll just go for a run then. We'll let these guys chase after us. No big deal. So yeah, as I was saying before, I used to work in a place that was kind of up on a hill, and it had a driveway going down the hill. And at the end of that driveway was a road going perpendicular, obviously. And so I would ride my bike into work. And the only reason I would ever actually ride my bike into work was so that I could ride down after work. I could ride down this massive hill on my bike and just get a ridiculous amount of speed. And I don't feel like these zombies are leaving. No, they're sticking with me. Look at them. So that, like, I enjoyed riding my bike. To begin with, I would ride it fairly frequently anyway. Pretty much any chance I could get. But riding it into work when I worked there, it was mostly so that I could ride down this hill afterwards. And so I would come down this hill, and at the bottom of the driveway, there was kind of this sort of offshoot off to the left in the direction that I would go, so that if you were coming into the driveway, like driving on the road into the driveway, it would be easier. You wouldn't have to make this full 90-degree turn. I would use that to be able to maintain more speed and to be able to rush down this driveway as fast as I could. So one day I'm leaving work, and I'm whipping down this. These zombies are just going to be a constant soundtrack. I'm whipping down this hill on my bike as fast as I can, and I'm coming down toward the bottom of the hill. And as I'm looking down the road, there was plenty of visibility left and right, so that I could see whether or not I was going to be in any trouble. And I could see a car coming from the left, and I happened to recognize the car. I knew it was going to be coming into the driveway. So I thought, oh, this kind of sucks. So I pulled over a little to the right, on near the right-hand side of the driveway, just to get an idea of what the timing was going to be like between me and this car, where in our travels we were going to kind of meet, and hope it wasn't in the same spot. So after I pulled over to the right, I waited or I looked a bit longer and realized I'm not going to be able to make this turn before the car. I'm certainly not going to make it ahead of the car. And of course, there's no chance at all that I'm going to make it behind the car. So I figured, okay, well, I'll take the straight section and turn onto the road that way. But I realized I had too much speed. I wasn't going to make that turn, so I pulled off even further to the right. I didn't actually think to just, slow down a little. I mean, I did. I slowed down a little, but not nearly enough. So I pulled over a little farther to the right and kind of hoped maybe that'll be enough. And, a couple seconds later I realized I don't think that's going to be enough either. So I cut hard as I'm turning onto the road. I cut really hard and tried to get as close to the corner of that turn as possible so that I could keep as much speed as possible and get around this turn. So I make it around the turn. I get, man, they're still with me. These guys are persistent. I get midway through the turn. I'm about halfway across the road. And, go almost going straight down the road. And I'm thinking, I might make this. This could be okay. Turned out I wasn't going to make it. I wasn't going to be okay. Right around the point that both wheels started leaving. Oh, is this car working? Oh, maybe. Get in. Yeah, it is. Oh, that's awesome. So right about the point that my wheels left the side of the road at pretty much the same time. I'm pretty much parallel with the road at this point. That was about when I blacked out. I didn't actually black out at that point. What happened is I went over the ditch and hit hard enough that I kind of blacked out my memory a little. I'm going to go into this town and see what's over here. So I don't remember anything from that point, from, the wheels kind of leaving the pavement. I came to in the process of climbing out of the ditch. And I blacked out again. I don't think I quite made it to the top of the ditch. I blacked out again. Next thing I remember, there's an ambulance there. There's probably about 4 or 5 voices around me. One person talking about what they had seen, and there were a couple of paramedics who I recognized as paramedics who were trying to figure out what had happened to me and what was wrong. And of course they were concerned that I might have broken my neck or something. And so anyway, the paramedics, they strapped me onto a board, piled me into the ambulance, and I went off to the hospital. And at the hospital, where am I now? Mjornibka. I'm sure I'm absolutely destroying. I know, in fact, that I'm absolutely destroying that name. I have no idea what the name actually is. No big deal. I can find that out later, and we can. Oh, jeez. We can work out my plans later. So they take me to the hospital, and this was. Let me see. I got off work at about maybe 2 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon, something like that, and it was about 8 o'clock that evening before I finally got to go home. I was sitting in the hospital the whole time, and I was pretty banged up. I had lost sense of all time. I had no idea what the date was. I didn't really know what time it was until right around the point that I got discharged. Yeah, I was kind of messed up. But I mean, in the end, I think I had a minor concussion at the time. I'm not sure. But I went back home that day and things were okay. I had a nasty cut along my chin, which took a few stitches. But that healed up fine. So anyway, that's my bike accident story that I realize, even in asking if I get too distracted, I realize I never quite... Man, there is nothing in here, is there? I realized I never quite finished that story. So, the short answer, yes, Cool Spot, you do tend to get distracted a fair bit, and it can be a bit of an intrusion. So, well, there's my story. I'm not seeing a whole lot of loot around here. That's kind of making me a little nervous. Whatever, no big deal. We'll see if we run into anybody. If we do, maybe they'll be friendly. If they're not, maybe we'll die. That's kind of how DayZ works. That's kind of a lot how DayZ works, actually. So, that was my bike accident story, and as it turns out, I'm kind of running low on time. I'm going to try and save this car. Maybe it'll actually be here next time. And, yeah. This is Cool Spot. This has been the DayZ Mod, and this is the Overwatch Mod 2 DayZ. I hope you enjoyed my story. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it as well. Subscribe for more videos. There will be more coming. Hopefully on a daily basis. No more than once every 2 days, if things go the way I want them to. Yeah. Thanks for watching. See you all next time.